Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This morning in Ukraine, I've been watching and reading Ukrainian media, trying to get a sense of how Ukrainians view the United States presidential debate that happened last night between former President Donald Trump and current Vice President Kamala Harris. The Ukrainians, of course, have a vested interest in how the presidential election will turn out in the United States, and many see it here as an indicator of how support will continue for their struggle and their defense and their war against the invading nation of Russia. With this war continuing and no end in sight, I would even suggest that it is escalating. American aid has played a crucial role in helping Ukraine defend itself. Today, we know that there will be a visit from the United States and Great Britain, and over here in Ukraine, we are expecting to receive an endorsement from Blinken and others to use ATACMS for military targets inside Russia. However, we will wait until that's confirmed 100% before we discuss it. In regard to the upcoming election in the United States, and specifically last night's debate, how are Ukrainians perceiving what they heard and what they watched? And this morning, what are they specifically saying about it? Let's do this. Let's start with a clip from last night's debate. And after that, I will come back and I will share with you the 4 or 5 key things that Ukrainians are saying this morning.
I know Zelensky very well, and I know Putin very well. I have a good relationship, and they respect your president, okay? They respect me. They don't respect Biden. How would you respect him? Why? For what reason? He hasn't even made a phone call in 2 years to Putin, hasn't spoken to anybody. They don't even try and get it. That is a war that's dying to be settled. I will get it settled before I even become president. If I win, when I'm president-elect, and what I'll do is I'll speak to one, I'll speak to the other, I'll get them together. That war would have never happened. We're playing with World War III, and we have a president that we don't even know if he's... Where is our president? We don't even know if he's a president.
And just to clarify
they
here...
threw him out of a campaign like a dog. We don't even know. Is he our president? But we have a president,
Mr. President,
that doesn't know he's alive.
I was actually asleep during the debate last night. Not because I wanted to, but because I'm in Ukraine and I'm 7 hours ahead and we have busy days here. So it was impossible for me to be awake and to watch it live. But I am watching it now. I am paying attention to what is happening now. And even that clip that I played for you there is being spread around Ukraine like wildfire. Of course, President Trump talking about his great relationship that he has with Vladimir Putin and his great relationship that he has with Volodymyr Zelensky. I would remind you that President Trump was the President of the United States from 2016 to 2020. President Zelensky was not even elected until March of 2019, so I'm not sure how great that relationship was during those few months where their administrations overlapped. I can tell you this, from what I am hearing from Ukrainians, by reading the media, watching the media, talking on the street, to me it's very obvious that the sentiment inside this nation is Kamala Harris did a much better job representing the true reality on the ground here in Ukraine and the necessity for Ukraine to win the war and not to surrender or give up within 24 hours, and Putin would be sitting in Kyiv. That is where Ukrainians see. In addition to that, these are some of the other things I am hearing. This is what Ukrainians heard. They heard Harris say Ukraine will surrender in 24 hours and Putin will be in Kyiv. That's the Ukrainian perception. Ukrainians heard Donald Trump hasn't said anything new, and most of his statements are not even fact-checked. Most importantly, what Ukrainians heard was when asked by the moderator 2 specific times if Donald Trump wanted Ukraine to win the war, he twice evaded a direct answer by stating that the most important thing is for the war to end. Once again, reiterating his point that even while he would be president-elect, he would end the war. He would call Vladimir Putin his friend. He would call Volodymyr Zelensky his friend, and he would have a sit-down, and he would have it solved within 24 hours. What's interesting is he jumped off of that topic really quick and went on a rampage attacking President Biden. Guys, by nature, I am conservative. By nature, I have political views that may be different from many of yours, but I can tell you this right now. That was a tragedy what Donald Trump was stating last night. He could not even stay on topic. And instead of talking about one of the most important things in this world right now, which is the support of Ukraine to stand and fight for freedom, he instead turned it around like an attack dog attacking President Biden. My friends, that is what Ukrainians saw. And yes, they understand and they can see through the fog at the chaos that is surrounding Donald Trump. I hope that helps you understand and gives you a little perspective of what Ukrainians are seeing, thinking, and feeling this morning after the presidential debate. Have a good day.